Good morning, all. Today we're going to see about what is the difference between DSS and MIS. Okay. So first, what does mean by MIS is like it tells you what has happened, that it will be focused on structured and periodic reporting. While coming for DSS, what should we do? That will be focus on analyzing the data to recommend the decision. Okay. So these are the two important classifications on MIS and DSS. Okay. So in MIS and DSS are the two common terms that are often heard in the field of business management, but they are quite different from each other. How it has been different from each other, we will be seeing in the coming slides. Okay, so first let me introduce you to the concept of MIS, that is Management Information System. Is a computer based program to assist the user to make a decision based upon the information present in the system. The MIS is a type of link that helps in the communication between the managers of the various departments in a business organization. The MIS plays a vital role in establishing a communication among the corporate people. It is mainly characterized by the input of huge amount of data and the output of summaries and reports. Okay, so in MIS the flow of information takes place in both the sides, that is up and down. Okay, so then we're going to see about what is meant by DSS. The DSS is a decision support system. It's a tool, helps in decision making. It uses communication technology, data, document, and to identify problem and to finalize the decision. Okay, so DSS is a classical digital data system that provides business and organizational decision making action. It basically a computer software that collects, organize, and analyze the business data and information to simplify the business decision making process for administration services and planning. Okay, so today DSS software are being used in different fields such as medical diagnosis, credit loan verification, for example risk analysis, agriculture production at the farm, and policy methods, and business administrations, calculating bids on engineering project, forest management, computation of detective rails in the railway, etc., where your decision support system being used. Okay, so let me tell you on what perspective that the MIS is different from your DIS. Okay, so first, for the purpose, the primary purpose of MIS is to provide the management with the information they need to make a operational and strategic decision. Okay, and MIS is focused on the internal working of an organization, and it is designed to support the needs of manager at the all level. Okay, so while coming for your DSS, is designed to support a specific decision making process, and it often used by individual or the small group within organization. The primary task, on the perspective of primary task, the MIS identified the information required, while DSS identifies the tool that is used in the decision process. Okay, so next we're going to see about data. So in data, the MIS typically uses the data that is internal to the organization, such as data from the financial system, HR, and sales. Okay, while coming for your DSS, it may use both internal and external data, and is often used to analyze large amount of data to identify the trends that can help in inform decision making patterns. Okay, so next is your dependency. The dependent on the computer, while it dependent on the management registration. Okay, so usage, the MIS is used in control process, DSS is used in the planning and the staffing and decision making. While coming for your user level, the MIS is used by the middle level and the low level users and the senior executive in some cases. The DSS is used by analysts, professionals, and the managers. Okay, so it focus on information processing while it focus on decision making and support analysis. Okay, while coming for your structure, MIS is a typically a centralized system that is used by all parts of organization. While coming for your decision support system, it is often more decentralized, and it is used by the specific departments or the individual as needed. For example, if you want to monitor the sales department will be using. So if the you want to monitor the protection level, so the protection department will be viewing it on. Okay, So this how the department specific will have. Okay, so in generally, like how does your DSS and MISs will vary from your different perspective. First thing is about healthcare. Okay, so how does your MIS and the DSS will help you. Okay, so what the first topic is, we going to first applications of MIS and the DSS. Okay, so first one is your healthcare. So in I'll first explain you how does the MIS will play the role. Okay, it maintains electronic health record system storing the patient data, the reports on hospital bed occupancy, the number of surgeries, mortality rate. So that these are the things that the MIS will store. Okay. While coming for your DSS, it acts as a clinical disease support system, suggesting the treatment based upon the systems and the based upon the system and the lab result. Okay, AI model predicting the disease outbreaks too. Example for DSSS, IBM Watson for oncology, analyze the patient medical data and recommend personalized cancer treatment. Okay, so I have a task like what is MIS and DSS, how it is influencing the healthcare, right? So if a hospital wants to know last year most common surgery, what was the most common surgery have been done in the hospital, what type of system they will be using, they will be using DSS or MISs. So obviously they're going to track something, right? They make a count of something, so that will comes under your MIS. Okay, what if they want to know about best treatment for the patient with the complex symptoms. Okay, so to decide this treatment, what you will be using is, you will be using a thing called as na DSS. Okay, so decision support system. I think you have a clarity among the what is MIS and DSS. MIS which will collect the patient details, while DSS based upon the collected detail, it going to give you the treatment among it. Okay, like a diagnostic assistance. Okay, so the second application is your business or in a corporate. So how does your MIS example will how it will help you now, it will provide you a dashboards. Okay, like the sales reports and monthly sales dashboards, profit and loss statements, inventory management and the other reports. Okay, so while coming for your DSS, how it will be help you now, it help you in a predictive analysis for the pricing, marketing campaign effectiveness, and it also provide you with a what if simulation for a market expansion. For example, what will happen if I discount the price, what will be my selling of the product will go, if I increase the price, how long the selling will go. Okay, so that it helps to choose the best strategy. Your DSS will help to choose the best strategy like pricing, expansion, the market. Okay, so consider you have an example question. Okay, the Amazon uses DSS for inventory prediction and dynamic pricing, adjusting the price in the real time based upon the demand and the competitor price and seasonality. Now, like if you have I'm going to give you a scenario. So if a company needs to check which branch has the highest sales during the quarter. Okay, so then what was my second question is, what about deciding whether to open a branch in a other city. So what did you have two different perspectives. First is you're going to analyze the sales in the first quarter. Okay, so for that you will be using MIS. You're going to make a decision whether to open a new outlet or not. So that will comes under your DSS. Okay, so third application part is your education. So how does your MIS will work now? It helps in the student information system, recording your grades, exam result, timetable info, attendance, fees, and the department pass rate reports. While DSS predicting the student dropout risk. So if you have any arrear out, they can keep a remedial class. It gives you like that, recommending the curriculum adjustment based on the learning analytics. Okay, so next one is next perspective is about manufacturing. So MIS will gives you a daily production quantity, defect count, equipment maintenance logs and all. What does your DSS will do now? Optimizing the production schedule based upon the raw materials availability and the demand forecast, and supplier selection based upon the cost qualities. Okay, so last application is government and the public administration. So how does your MIS will helps you now? It creates a census database, crime rate statistics, tax collection summaries and all. While coming for your DSS, it gives you a disaster response planning, simulation, resource allocation for the maximum benefit. Okay, so if you have a case study, Federal Emergency Management Agency of USA uses DSS to predicate hurricane impact zones and plan the evacuation. Okay, so these are some more agency where what type of natural disaster happen, how we can overcome. Okay, so this how that the application of the particular thing will be the DSS and the MIS will vary. On short, I'll summarize you with when we think on decision support system. It is easy to imagine one standard kind of tool, but in reality, the DSS come in many forms. Some help individuals, entire organization, categorizing them to allow us to identify which DSS fits a particular situation. Just like we have a different specialist in healthcare, right? The DSS types they specialize in different kinds of decision. To explore these categories with the real world cases, on that key point is the different DSS. We will be having clinical decision support system, and we have PDS, and we have GDS. We have different decision support system, but on short, one DSS will not cover all the feature, so you can combine a compound or a hybrid model too on it. Okay, so this is your short introduction and short difference between your DSS and MIS. Thank you for joining. Let me meet in the other video. Thank you. Have a nice day.